I didn't see Daryl for a second there. He's right there. Here's potential baby dad number 2. Not that I have 2 babies. I'm just looking at my potential baby dads, and he's potential baby dad number 2 because he's a vampire, and Daryl is a spellcaster, and I wouldn't be sad about either, you know. I would love to have a spellcaster baby or a vampire baby. Either is fine as long as I don't have twins. I forgot that I cheated my relationship with him when in C Command Center. I was like, how the fuck? Anyways, this is potential baby dad number 2, and I didn't even have to go to his house and harass him. He came to my house. But also, let's talk about something. I know this is an old message that he sent to me, but let's talk about the fact that he fucking sent that to me while I was in the bathroom at my house taking a shower. And he was there. He was like in my fucking living room, and he sent me a message on social media. He said, don't talk to me anymore. What? He is such a jerk. He is such a jerk. And then he shows up to my house with an uncomfortable mood buff. And I'm like, this motherfucker has crabs again. He has crabs again. For sure, he has crabs again. And I have never... Listen, every save file that I have where my sim interacts with Daryl gives her crabs in every fucking save file, but I have never had it happen more than once, ever. But he shows up to my house with an uncomfortable mood buff, and I'm like, I bet you that he has fucking crabs. I bet you that he has crabs. And part of me kind of wants to go to the world, like part of me wants to click and go to the world and go to his household and see if his, like, whatever she is to him, I don't know if she's his wife, his girlfriend. By the way, polyamory is turned on. So he's allowed to have multiple boyfriends, girlfriends, etc. This is her little YouTube studio. This is her little YouTube studio where she makes YouTube videos to make money. I kind of wonder if she has it and she's like giving it back to him, because they're not autonomously treating themselves. I kind of want to hop into Manage Worlds and like treat him and treat her, because there ain't no way she doesn't have it. But like, is this how far I'm willing to go to have a spellcaster baby? Yes, bitch, it is. I could go find Morgan Ember and get to know them. It doesn't matter that Morgan Ember is trans. You can have a baby with absolutely anyone in Sims. You can have a girlfriend or a wife and have a baby that is biologically both yours. You can even have a sim. Caleb could get pregnant if I turned it on. I could go in and make it so that he can get pregnant. They don't give a shit. Like, EA doesn't care. Am I willing to take it so far as to go into Manage Worlds and like treat him for pubic lice and his whatever girlfriend, wife, whatever she is? Kinda, yeah. I just want my fucking spellcaster babe. Like, not anytime soon, because like my sim kind of sucks at life right now. She's kind of like me. She's just not good at like anything yet. The only thing that I am cheating on is like the romance levels with people, but like I'm not cheating for money or anything. Like, other than cheating. You like stepped into my house and I was like, mine. Oh, I forgot, guys. We are not. Oh, no. How do I do it when I'm looking through the thing? Flag Sims command, modify household. I forget how to, relationships. God! Set active relationship level. Set romance level. True lovers. I'm watching myself do this through the camera, and it made me like forget. Is it kind of fucked up of me to do this when he's not even here? He's at his home in Oasis Springs, and I'm like, hee like a little, I don't know, just over here playing God with MC Command Center. If you don't play with any other mods, I would suggest MC Command Center. I was like, what the hell does that say? Flipside Mesquite? I don't fucking know. My sim is fucking broke, and when I tell you guys, the YouTube videos are just not bringing in the money. How relatable. So let me give you a tip on how you can get money without cheating. Just run around and collect shit to sell. Just harvest all this shit to sell. Sell all the flowers, sell all of the little rocks, sell everything that you can salvage, because they spawn every day. They spawn every day. The only thing is that oh, I can't pick it up. It's a butterfly. The only thing is that things will only grow in areas that you spend a certain amount of time in. So I'm gonna guess that they did that on purpose so that you can't like it would be super OP if you did that. But I would, if you want, like, you can sit here and you can collect all the shit around your house. But if you go to like the park or something, nothing's going to blossom. There's not going to be anything there unless you spend a certain amount of time in that area. Because otherwise you could literally just like hop worlds and hop neighborhoods and stuff and just do this, and that would be like how you make money, which you can make money and it be livable, but your son is never gonna have anything nice. I just need to buy some stuff, and the YouTubes is not bringing it in. But this is how you can like cheat with, basically is cheating with rags to riches. But you can't like immediately hop worlds and do it. You have to wait a certain amount of time. I didn't get everything harvested because Caleb asked if he wanted to come over. See, that's why, like, when I used to play Sims, I would like never, you better not start watching adult content on my TV. I'm trying to make a video, Caleb. Anyways, I can't even remember. See, look, $870 for those flowers. I harvested some strawberries. It's $90. $480 for those. I'll sell this frog. It's only $10. That's fine. $10 for those mushrooms. $10 is $10. The one thing that I hate about when my Sims are like in a relation. Oh my God, he is watching adult videos on my TV. You little shit. I better not have gotten any of that in the video. They're very detailed. They're very detailed. What I was saying was I feel like they don't get anything else done. Whenever they have like a love interest, they don't get anything else done. They just want to spend time with that person, and that person is always wanting to come over. Oh my God, the thing that's on the TV right now. Ah! Oh my God, he was there for like 5 seconds. Like he came over, you turned adult stuff on my TV and just leave. I fucking see how it is. Actually, I'm kind of happy. That means I can run around and collect shit to sell. And if Daryl tries to come over, I don't care. Genuinely, he's a jerk. He's a jerk. What the fuck did I do to you? I honestly, whenever I opened this, I thought it was going to be Daryl being a jerk. No, it's you. What the hell did I do to you? Caleb is quite literally just running around my neighborhood. He's just running around my neighborhood, following my Sim around while she's picking flowers and shit. And then disappearing, and then coming back, and then disappearing, and then coming back. And then potential baby dad number 3 just showed up. And thank God we have polyamory turned on. Now watch, Daryl's gonna show up. So do you just come over to my house to watch adult content on my tiny ass TV, you little shit? Because that's sure what it feels like, honestly, at this point. The shit is bugging me. It's bugging me. I know I didn't do anything to you. I know I didn't do anything. Love you too. Love you too. If you like angry react it like gives you a negative mood buff from like letting a troll get a reaction out of you. I can't really see what I look like because you guys are propped up on my steering wheel, like super close to my face, which I'm not too jazzed about. I may actually take this down because I watch shit back and I'm like, I just want to flick my chin. Listen, we're in the parking lot of my psychiatrist's office, and the only good thing about having an appointment this early in the morning is that it's not too hot for me to wear a beanie, though I absolutely know by the time that I'm leaving this appointment, I'm not going to be able to wear it. I don't even know how I'm going to wear my wig on the ride home. I have no idea, and I sincerely wish that I would have been able to stop for a coffee, but I couldn't because I know that this is the hour that guy, the skate, I like your makeup, I like your tattoos, I like how you dress guy works. Every time I've ever had a run in with him, it's been this early in the morning. So I am just going to avoid that, to avoid him. And I'm kind of a little bit heartbroken by it because I'd kind of like a donut too. I've been practicing what I'm going to say to my psychiatrist. I am actually excited to tell him about them snatching my birth control away from me and telling me they're not going to give it back until I go to an endocrinologist, and how I went to said endocrinologist and she basically was crazy. All she did was basically be like, you're fat and ugly and you need to go to an obesity clinic. Here's a prescription for Wegovy, and you can go get a bunch of unnecessary expensive testing. And I'll give you 2 months worth of birth control. Don't know if I told you guys this. Not sure if I brought this up. I don't have a refill on my birth control. I actually had somebody in my comment section a couple of weeks ago suggest that I that I use online, like an online service. You pay like not a very big fee. It's less than what I pay to go to the doctor. And they'll like do a Zoom meeting with you and prescribe it for you, because my pap is up to date and everything. And it takes months to get into my gynecologist. I don't know that, or I thought about going to Planned Parenthood to see if they could help me, or the health department. She only wrote me 2 months worth. I don't have a refill on my birth control. So that's fine. I can't wait to tell him how, like, that them snatching my birth control away from me basically made me feel like my fucking brain was rotting, because something that both him and my therapist have noted is that my other medications work great whenever I take my birth control, because they're not fighting, they're not pushing and pulling with my fucking hormones. They're not pushing and pulling with my PMDD. So basically, I spent like 2 months fucking spiraling. But now I have it back, and now next month I'm going to lose it. Things are so wonderful. I will get it figured out. Even if I have to like do an online like visit, like Amazon has doctors, GoodRx has doctors. I know that there's like entire like the pill club and stuff like that. If I have to, I will. If I have to, I will. And I also will drive across the bridge and go to the fucking Planned Parenthood if I've gotta. Because I literally, when I don't have it, my anxiety gets so bad, I feel like I am going crazy. Like, I feel like I can feel my brain rotting. And I feel like I always have this like glooming feeling of dread, feeling of dread. Like something bad is going to happen even when nothing is going on. And I always feel like I'm being backed into a corner, and my heart starts racing, and I start feeling like I'm going to puke and shit like that. It's not something that I care to deal with, especially when it is such an easy fix as taking the world's tiniest pill every night before bed. Like, I just don't want to do it. Oh, and speaking of that, my medication, last night was my second night on it. It did not have the same effect on me as it did the first night, where it like zonked me out for 12 hours. I was a little scared because I thought like I'm going to wake up and be like super lethargic and not be able to drive and stuff. But actually what ended up happening, according to my Fitbit, I took it at a little after 9. I fell asleep at 10 and woke up at 12:30, and I got up and I went downstairs and I ate something, and then I ended up rolling around until like 5 o'clock in the morning. That was the last time that I checked the time. And then while I was asleep, my fucking Fitbit died. So I don't know how long I actually slept. But, you know, I'm just, I don't know. I didn't have any anxiety. I wasn't like agitated or anything like that, but like I was kind of pulling for it to like knock me out. But I looked at apps and I was like, I'm afraid to take sleeping medicine on top of, you know, the fact that I took this. So I'm just going to deal with it. Yeah, so it wasn't the same last night as it was like the first night that I took it, which oftentimes is, you know, the case. Like, you take a medication for a while, like when you first start taking medication, how it affects you changes. I just didn't expect that change like that quickly. I thought like maybe that would happen after like a week or two, not the second time that I took it. And honestly, I feel like this is the first time that I've like left my yard in a while. And I was driving down the street and I was like, oh, is it so weird how the sun touches my skin for 10 seconds? And I'm like, maybe life ain't so bad. Why? Guys, I have big news. Exciting news, even. It's not. I think I'm gonna have a bout of mania. So that's really fun. I told my psychiatrist while I was there. There's not really much you can do about it, but like avoid triggers and shit like that. And the thing about me, bitch, is like my biggest trigger is my fucking phone because I can order anything that I want on it. So, I thought sleep, like sleep, just sleep it up. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. My brain feels sad because it's tired and I can't fucking sleep. So I actually had a really good psychiatrist appointment. I felt kind of bad because we ended up running over into the next client's time by almost 10 minutes. Most of the time when I go and see him, my visits are only like 20 minutes long, but we had a lot to talk about. He is equally... Okay, so let's talk about something. A couple of months ago, I was at my gynecologist's office, and I looked at the notes, like on my chart, which is like your medical record. You can go in and look at everything. And the nurse was like taking notes of my tattoos. And when I was asking people about it, a lot of people were like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like I had several nurses in my comment section say, I'm a fucking nurse and I've never done something like that. And then all of a sudden I had my cousin be like, oh, they only do that to take note of you if you go missing. When you look at like my dental records, the BMV, like my social media for pictures, why would you go to my vagina doctor to look at their notes? I don't know. But I straight up asked him, I was like, is there any reason why my gynecologist's office was taking notes of my tattoos? And he was speechless. After he was like, huh? And then he was like, well, like 30 years ago, we used to do that to patients to differentiate them from each other, to kind of personalize it. Like, oh, she's the one with the dolphin tattoo on her ankle. But now tattoos are so common that it's pointless. There was no reason for her to do that. And I was like, oh, so it was petty is what it was. And he was like, yeah. He also agrees that my endocrinologist is fucking insane. As we were walking out the door, he said, I wish your doctors would just listen to you. I wish your doctors would just listen to you. Because my lung doctor did say at one point that she thinks that my sleep issues are probably because I get low oxygen when I sleep. And my psychiatrist was like, that does not explain your sleep issues at all. That doesn't explain why your mind races to the point that you can't sleep. I have something called circadian rhythm upset, and I don't know how to explain it other than like I am very black and white with sleep. I either do nothing but sleep or I don't sleep at all, and then I sleep at incorrect times. The waking up a lot thing could be because of my oxygen, but he was like, that is not, he said column A, column B, could be both. That does not explain anything, especially because I've been on oxygen for a while and it's still happening. He's like, why do your doctors not listen to you? Why do they not listen to you? Because I'm a woman? He also agrees that the MRI thing is ridiculous. But because I feel like I'm going to be manic, he put me on a cancellation list. Like, we scheduled an appointment and he put me on a cancellation list in case something happens. And then, of course, like, I just need to write it out. That's what I just need to write it out. I actually kind of feel like I could start crying about it because I'm kind of terrified a little bit. I just had a manic episode. Listen. I was telling him about my doctor trying to get me to take Ozempic, or she actually prescribed me Wegovy. And we were talking about, this is a discussion that he and I have all the time. This is a discussion that he and I had about my GP as well. No matter what, it doesn't matter if I stopped eating fast food for a year. If I never went through Tim Hortons and got another $4 coffee again for a fucking year, I am not going to be able to afford like $1,300 a month on a weight loss medication. I cannot do it. He's like, I don't understand what these doctors don't understand about that. It would not matter if everyone in this house lived on nothing but ramen noodles for the next 30 days. I would not be able to fucking afford it. I would not be able to fucking afford it without not paying my car payment or something, without neglecting bills that I absolutely need, like, I don't know, mortgage. Sorry, I got a phone call. Anyways, he was telling me that he is on Mounjaro and that he gets it from a compound pharmacy, and that if I really want to take it, he gives me his blessing, and that he suggests that I use a compound pharmacy instead of using like the name brand one, because it's I guess it's legit or something. I don't fucking know. I'm very confused. And I don't know how I feel about it, and honestly I kind of don't want to talk about it, but I already said it, so it's there and it's weighing heavy on me. But I'm gonna go because I'm sad, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.